Unitarian Church. I am Barb Michael, a member of the Board of Trustees, and my pronouns are she or they. Today, we are in person at the Admiral at the Lake, the 2U Sanctuary, and continuing to meet virtually using Zoom. We ask everyone's indulgence for the complications of a three-part service. We're glad you are here whichever way you are attending. If you are in the sanctuary and would benefit from hearing assistance, we have devices available as well as noise-canceling headphones for both adults and children with noise sensitivities. Please see our tech team in the back. Our one-member tech team this morning. We encourage people, oh, there are two, oh, I didn't see you, Dan, sorry. We encourage people to wear masks during the service. This practice prevents transmission of COVID and helps us center the needs of those who are most vulnerable. We especially welcome newcomers and visitors this morning. Finding a new community and making new connections can be challenging. Please know that we're excited to have you and look forward to getting to know you. If you're new to us today, note that in the Zoom chat or mention it in person during conversation after the service. If you would like, there are blue mugs you can use to signal to others that you would like them to come up and say hello. If you see someone with a blue mug, be sure to say hello. Not sure what to say? Well, the Drum Allies group has come up with a question each week to help spark conversation during coffee hour. You can find that in your order of service, flip the page, and on the whiteboard directly to the right when you leave the sanctuary. Additionally, we always need people in the kitchen after coffee hour, and that's a great place to see old friends and make new ones while lending a helping hand. Our worship today is led by Reverend Jason Lydon, along with Jill Althage as worship associate. Music is provided by the 2U Choir, Thais Braslavsky, and Director of Music, Carl Kennedy. Our time together requires a large group of people who make possible the worship, the music, and the technical production. They are listed in the order of service, and we thank them for their ongoing care of our congregation. I have a couple of announcements for you this morning. On Wednesday, September 18th at 6 p.m., we will have a values-rooted Zoom conversation about the impact COVID has had on our congregation, in addition to the implications of our current policies about COVID. All are welcome to attend. You are going to notice some changes coming to our weekly liturgy. Following the retreat organized by the worship support team, we have some ideas on how to adapt the flow of the service. We will introduce changes slowly and try them out together. This week, you will notice the opening hymn came right away. In just a moment, you will experience the return of greeting your neighbor. We will come back together from greeting our neighbor with an easy-to-learn song. I want to say a word about greeting your neighbor. It is vital that we do this with the utmost focus on consent and comfortability. This could be a time when you wave hello to someone or simply smile and offer a head nod. You might shake hands. You might bump elbows. You might hug one another. Whatever method of greeting you do, please ask the other person if they feel comfortable with that same level of contact. Whether it's COVID risk or body comfortability or simply personal preference, we all have different needs about how our bodies are in contact with others. Please be mindful. You can find additional announcements in your order of service. This is the time to take a moment and greet your neighbor.
I would love a hug. I would love a hug. You did a great job, by the way. Hi. I would love a hug.
in the mystery of the hour. Gather here in one strong body. Gather here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour. Gathered here in one strong body. Gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near.
Please be seated. We are a Unitarian Universalist congregation, a community of children, youth, and adults, a people of many beliefs and traditions, bound not by a specific list of things we believe, but the values we share, where we keep love at the center. Whether you are joining us for the very first time or for the 1000th time, you are welcome here. Whether you believe in God some of the time, all of the time, or absolutely none of the time, you are welcome here. Whatever your race, whomever you love, whichever way you move in the world, however much money is in your pocket, you are welcome here in this sanctuary and in our hearts. Oh, when you feel comfortable, take a deep breath in and out as we begin the music and our service together.
a joy. In just a moment, Lumi here in the sanctuary and Harris at the Admiral will light our chalices, the symbol of our faith. We light our chalices this morning with these words from Reverend Karen LeBlanc. This isn't just a place of worship. This isn't just a fellowship of like minds. This isn't just a Sunday morning filled with spirit and topped off with coffee and cookies. This is our church, our congregation where we are building the beloved community, where we are opening ourselves up to each other, where we trust and love, rise and fall together. This is where we hopefully feel safe. This is where we know we are welcome. This is where we truly belong. For this gift and so many others, we have lit our chalices.
Please rise in the body of the Spirit once more and join me in singing our opening hymn, our
I'd like to invite those young in body or spirit to join me at the chancel with your backpack or other bag that you have handy. If you don't have a bag with you, your pockets or your hands will do just fine. Those of you staying in your seats, go ahead and put your purse or bag, if you have one, in your laps. Great to see all of you. This time of year, early September, is a time of transition and new beginnings. Children, you have returned to school, and religious education will start again next week. Grown-ups, some of you may be starting a new quarter at work. All of us are witnessing the shift from summer to fall. As we navigate these times of transition, we often carry things with us. We carry physical things, like the lunch boxes and homework folders that some of you children might bring in your school backpacks. And we carry intangible things as well. Emotions like excitement, apprehension, anxiety, bittersweetness, and relief can all accompany times of big transition. To help us through the transitions in front of us, the backpack fairy is going to help me bless our bags. She has the important job of helping to bless the backpacks, purses, pockets, and open hands of those going through change like us. So I'm going to address the backpack fairy as I have her help me out. Backpack fairy. For many of us, school started recently. Some of us are excited about new beginnings. We are eager to start a new school year or get a new classroom, or maybe even move to a new school. A new year means new subjects, new levels of things we'll be expected to do. Some of us are excited about new beginnings. Backpack fairy, be with everyone who is looking forward to what lies ahead. Some of us, though, may be nervous about what's coming. Some of us are scared. Some of us try hard to be big and brave, and that's not always easy. For some of us, school may be a place where we don't always want to be. Backpack Fairy. Be with everyone who is nervous about what lies ahead. May each person's backpack be their friend, reminding them that they are unique and special and very okay. May their backpack hold special things to help them remember how strong they are and remind them of the people who believe in them and will love them always. Backpack Fairy, be with all of us, young, old, and in between. Help us remember our values and let our lives be guided by the values of our shared faith. May this year be filled with fun adventures and special joys. And may love be with each of us this day and every day. With the spirit of the Backpack Fairy in my presence, I now pronounce your backpacks, purses, pockets, and open hands, and anything else you've got for carrying, blessed. Have a wonderful end of summer and beginning of fall. You may return to your seats. Yes.
It's fun to have so many things blessed today. So each year, we make a commitment, all of us, a pledge to support the ministry of this, our congregation. And then in addition to this pledge that we make every year, we take a collection every Sunday so that we can share with those who are doing justice work beyond our walls. And so for those of you here in the sanctuary, there are a couple of ways that you can give. One, when you leave the sanctuary and head into the Palmer Room, you will see a box on the right side, right under that question that you can use for starting dialogue during coffee hour. And you can deposit cash or checks there. During the music, for all of us, you will see a phone number on your screen where you can do text to give. And for the month of September, you already heard a little bit last week about how we are sharing with the work of the night ministry. And specifically, we are giving to resource the meals that happen at the crib. And the crib is an LGBTQ-specific, broadly defined young people shelter that's been open for many years now and has been serving the needs of a community of people who are so disproportionately affected by homelessness, which is queer and trans young folks. And so this generosity that you are sharing equips both our congregation and the night ministry itself to provide meals to those who are hungry. So keep that in mind as we take our time to give.
I invite you to join me in reading our offertory words. The words are printed in your order of service and on the screen. This church is the community of ourselves. Its energy and resources are our energy and resources. Its wealth is what we share. As we contribute to the life of this community, we affirm it and enable its participation in the larger world around us. The offering will now be generously given and gratefully received.
I want to invite you to join me in the spirit of prayer or meditation. Let's begin by breathing together. Maybe feel your back against your chair. Each vertebrae of your body resting and settling. Maybe aching at moments. Maybe stretching just as it needs to. Holding your body. Maybe feel your feet on the floor. Imagine roots coming from you, reaching all the way down into the center of the earth, connecting all that exists. Knowing that we need each other to survive. Let's breathe. Let's reflect in gratitude. Maybe thankful for the breath in our lungs, the beauty of our earth, and the strength of this, our beloved community. We hold in our hearts those who care for family in ill health, those who live with grief and chronic pain, those struggling with addiction or illness, seen and unseen. We're with you. For parents and teachers and all those whose primary spiritual practice is caring for children, we're with you. We pray for our neighbors in prison, for those who are struggling to stay afloat in the midst of poverty, for migrants who are fleeing and seeking, finding new homes in our city among many, we are with you. We pray for all those living in harm's way, especially those navigating the devastation of gun violence. In particular, as we grieve homeless folks killed on the L in our own city this week, and the 4 killed and others injured during the shooting in Georgia. We pray for our planet and commit to work that will lead us away from the harms of climate chaos. As war and genocide rage on, we pray that wisdom, compassion, and empathy guide the many leaders of our world. May they and we be instruments of a just and lasting peace. Our lives are truly blessed by those who knowingly, with curiosity and courage, face their final days. Into this, our shared silence across space, I invite you now to speak aloud the names of anyone you wish to lift up into the loving support of our community. With our deepest compassion, let us hold in our hearts those named and unnamed, those remembered and those forgotten. Let it be so. Amen. And blessed be. And breathe once again. Would you share our first reading, Jill?
Our first reading is titled River Call by Reverend Manish Mishra Marzetti. River Call. Between rocking the boat and sitting down, between stirring things up and peaceably going along, we find ourselves here in community. Each called from many different journeys, many different life paths onto this river road. Some are here because the rocking of the boat has been too much tumult, too much uncertainty, too much pain. Some are here with questions about where the boat is going, how best to steer it, where this journey ends. Others are here as lovers of the journey, lovers of life itself. Here in front, beside, behind, each a passenger, each a captain, doing the best we can. Rest here in your boat with me, the river calls. Listen to how I flow, the sound of life coursing all around you. Let the current hold you. Let the current guide you. The river that gently flows through your soul whispers, "Come." Let us hear our anthem.
For me, certainly listening to you is part of it. Thank you. Such blessings this morning. Blessings of our backpacks, blessings of a new church season, blessing of being in relationship with each other, greeting one another during our service for the first time in years. So much blessing this morning. And now, in moments, we will bless our water. I wonder if you know or if you remember the story from previous water communions, the original water communion that was created over 40 years ago as part of the gathering of Unitarian Universalist women in Lansing, or so one of the stories of its origin goes. This gathering of women was part of a growing movement of feminist Unitarian Universalists striving to create a more welcoming and life-sustaining Unitarian Universalism. When these women gathered, we did not yet have the 7 principles that have been so familiar, the 7 principles that have since evolved. When these women gathered, Unitarian Universalism, while powerful in its heritage and history, was still at the beginning of the merging of 2 religions that had only come together a couple of decades earlier. There was so much work to be done in our young religion to center the voices and wisdom of women whose work and theologies had not been centered in the ways that were so necessary. While that work is far from over, this gathering at the time of Unitarian Universalist women was crucial to the work and ministry of transforming our religious movement into the religion that we are called to be, one that is inherently feminist. Two women, Carolyn McDade, the author of Our Beloved Spirit of Life, along with Lucille Shuck Longview, were tasked with creating a worship service to welcome the women who attended the gathering in Lansing. They titled their worship service, "Coming Home Like Rivers to the Sea." Prior to the gathering, McDade and Longview invited participants to bring water from where they lived to the conference. The water was to be a symbol of the gifts the women were bringing to the gathering. The water was to be a symbol of the many experiences, ideas, theologies, and spiritual knowings these women had to share with one another. As each woman poured her water into their shared basin, the collected water grew with meaning. Our water communion today continues in part because of a commitment to honor these women, celebrating their theologies and appreciating the gift of this ritual. Just as with the first water communion, our water holds the meaning of time and space all across. The water we share during the service is a symbol of our covenant to be an interdependent community and to be in solidarity, relationship, and love of one another. This year you will notice, though, that we have two bowls on the chancel. One will remain empty during the service as a symbol of solidarity with those in Palestine for whom clean water is scarce right now. Lindsay and Barb, I want to invite you to come forward to release an empty pitcher into this bowl. Unitarian Universalists across the country are taking part in adapted versions of this prayerful action in awareness and solidarity with those who are denied potable water, which is a war crime enabled by our tax dollars. Palestinians are dying in mass of starvation, thirst, preventable disease, and weapons of war. In June, the General Assembly of the Unitarian Universalist Association passed the Solidarity with Palestinians Action of Immediate Witness, calling for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. It is my hope that our congregation will join the many others across our faith in discussion and learning this church season so that we might take action together. While we celebrate the beauty of our waters coming together, we must also remember those for whom water is profoundly scarce. In just a moment, I will invite everyone in the sanctuary who would like to come forward. Pour water that maybe you brought with you into this bowl on the blue table. Or there are two carafes filled with water, just as meaningful as any water you may have brought with you. And I invite you to pour a splash of that into the basin. And I invite you, you will come up through the ramp, come over, pour your water in. And I'd love for you to come to the pulpit if you are up for it, and share from the pulpit your name so that we might all get to know you more. A gift or hope that you're sharing to you this year. And if you wish to, briefly share the origins of your water. So again, your name, so that we can get to know you more. A hope or gift you have for our congregation, and then briefly, the origins of your water. Those gathered at the Admiral, you are also welcome to come forward and share your water as well in the same way. And for those of us on Zoom, you are welcome to pour your own water out into a sink, knowing that the water systems of our city and planet connect all of us. While our water might not all connect in exactly the same space in this very moment, we know that each of us is a river flowing into the sea of Unitarian Universalism. And so this is a time, as you please, to come forward.
My name is Whitney, and my hope is for another 100 days of flying my kite at Lake Michigan.
My name is Sally Harding, and I bring you water from Portland, Maine, from the Atlantic.
My name is Lou. I bring you water from the Pacific.
My name is Jill Aldrich, she, her, hers. I'm hoping for intellectual freedom, and to do that, I'm hoping to continue to provide intellectual freedom materials in our very own library. My water represents the Bridal Veil Falls in Colorado. Telluride.
I'm Ryan. A gift I have is lighting the chalice.
I'm Dan Ashley. Everywhere I went this summer, there was tap water mixed with coffee grounds for my coffee. So that's where my water came from.
I'm Ricky. My water just came from the cafes up there, and I'm hoping to continue to support the tech team. Shout out the tech team.
My name is Gay. My water came from my home, and my hope for next year is ongoing fellowship and learning.
My name is Eleanor York. I sing in the choir. My water is representative of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I was born and where I recently visited to celebrate the life of my great aunt Jane Swanson, who was instrumental in identifying blood components in addition to the familiar ABO.
My name is Donna Gehring, and my water comes from my daughter's farm in upstate New York. My hope is for a prayerful and peaceful year.
My name is Asher, and I just use the water from the pitcher. And also, I can help this church by contributing with my living spirit.
I'm Rob. My hope is for common ground amidst division, and my water is from Gun Lake, Michigan.
Hello, I'm Judy Corbet, and I would have to say that my hope and wish is speedy construction of our elevator so that we all may come into our building easily.
I'm Carla, and my gift for 2U is teaching the children.
My
My name is Alicia Obando. My water comes from my home, where I have been spending time welcoming migrants into our city in fellowship. And my gift to the congregation is my Spanish-speaking abilities and connections to the Latino community. And my hope is that our congregation finds ways to open doors to more of our Latino and Latina members of the community.
I'm Mary Helen Steindler. My water is representative of Loch Lomond in Scotland, however you say it. And my gift to this congregation is the gift of welcoming.
My name is Maggie, and my water came from my tap in New Jersey. I'm just visiting.
I am Ember. I am also just visiting, and I bought airport water yesterday to make sure that this was Eugene water for today.
My name is Amali. I wish to connect more with people this year.
My name is Sue, and some of the water came to Earth in asteroids that bombarded our early planet. I did not visit an asteroid in person, but I know I can go there in my imagination, and I know that this place honors imagination.
Hi, I'm Karen, and this water's from my home here in Chicago.
My name is Kai. This water came from my sink, and my hope is to get to know more people and to be more part of this community.
My name is Jeff, and I hope that my son John and I's mutual love of spending time on the water allows our lives to flow back together at some point.
My name is Evan. My gift to this community has been music. My water represents Brooklyn, where my wife and I will spend the next month to decide if we want to move there. And my hope is that everybody finds a way to live out their inner convictions.
Hi, I'm Jim. My water came from the table. And I want to, especially as a man, recognize our church's commitment to interdependence.
Hello, I'm Kriyaj, she, her pronouns, and the water is from the water pitcher, and I hope to continue to struggle for justice, social justice.
Hello, I'm Whitney, she, her. When I think of water, I think of the communities that I've met through my work, where they do not have access to potable water because of greed of governments, or because governments believe that the poorest people can be discounted. It's my belief that everyone deserves clean water, deserves these resources to live, to not only to survive, but to thrive. Thank you.
My name is Pip. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I used this water, but I imagined it was from Lake Michigan. And my hope for this congregation is full inclusion for people of all ages and abilities.
My name is Jonathan Dunmore. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm here with my wife. My water represents the waters of Loch Lomond, which we went to this year, which had been originally planned in 2020, but was put off because of COVID. And I would just like to remind you that a dream deferred is not the same as a dream eliminated.
And I'm Sue, and the gift I bring to this congregation, and a gift back to me, is this is my 40th year teaching Sunday school of some sort.
My name is Heike Eckhart. I am the ministerial intern here, and as I'm starting my second year of internship with you all, my real big hope is that we just continue to learn and grow together as we did last year. I had a wonderful time, and I'm hoping to continue to be in community with you. Thank you.
My name is Ellen, and my pronouns are they, them. My gift to you is growth and evolution in love as I adjust to my new home and hope to move our church community forward through the worship support team.
My name is Diane, and I'm a she, her, and as a member of the Finance Committee, my hope is for a healthy financial year for the church to continue the good work.
My name is Jack, my pronouns are he, him, and this water came from my dorm room.
I'm Audrey, and our gift is singing.
And our water is from Jordan at the Dead Sea. Well, we didn't actually put Dead Sea water in there, so you're safe.
Hello, I'm Abigail. I used water from the carafe, which has really served as a reminder this morning that there can be enough water for everyone. And even when we are having a hard time filling our own cup, that we can lean on those who are overflowing, and that when we're overflowing, we can serve those who are struggling to fill their own cup.
Hello, my name is Susan. My gift is hope at a time when it feels like that's hard to get or hard to have. And my water comes from the WashU campus in St. Louis, where I dropped off my son a few weeks ago.
Hello, my name is Julie Bennett. My water comes from love. My hope is that may love always find each and every one of you. May you receive it, may you give it, and may your light vibrate and show it throughout the world.
My name is Teresa. My pronouns are she, her. And this water represents a gift I received, which is the 4 people who watered the garden all summer when I couldn't, and allowed it to survive. Thank you.
My name is Barb Michael, and that's my grandson Lumi, and he just wanted to pour water. Grateful for water, clean water. My hope is definitely for peace in the Middle East and all around the world and within our homes. I will continue as council chair and be searching for a new one the following year, and blessings to all.
My name is Scott Ossing with our statewide UU Justice Network. My hope is that we can continue to live out our interdependence in relationship with other congregations, other communities, for justice for all those with whom we are interdependent across the world.
I'm still Ricky, but I'm here on behalf of the people on Zoom. We got a couple messages on there, and I thought it'd be good to share them here. Kelly Green, whose water is from Lake Michigan, wishes to promote more community connection in order to counter violence in society. And Kyle McVeigh, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, wishes to expand their community. And to everyone else who's on Zoom who has a wish in their heart.
I wonder how you like to extend your blessings. Maybe you feel it bubbling up as a warmth in your chest. Or maybe you, as we've done in the past, extend energy out through your hands and send your blessings everywhere. So I want you, whether you want to rest your hands here or extend your hands out, however you feel most connected to blessing, and offer all of our blessings to this water, blessing that we've already heard about, spoken about the origins of these waters, knowing they all date back to the same beginning of the Big Bang where all energy was created, and that we know how connected we all are. We hear each other's stories, each other's hopes, each other's gifts, each other's origins, and we know that this is how we create community. And so may this water be blessed, and may we each feel the blessing of it. And so I'm so grateful for our mingled waters. This water will be frozen and put into our freezer in the kitchen so that we can melt it and use it throughout the year for other things that we might want to. And you have already blessed us just by being here. And so our final blessing this morning will come in the form of song. And so please rise in body or spirit and join the choir as we sing the chorus of Jason Shelton's Holy Waters.
I think that was from last year. We are going to do our closing hymn though, which is number 1007, There's a River Flowing in My Soul. Although if you know that other song, you can sing that one too. There's a river. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul, in my heart. There's a river flowing in my heart. There's a river in my heart, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my heart, flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind. It's telling me I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing. There's a river flowing. There's a river flowing. There's a river flowing in my soul.
Invite you to rest your hands upon your heart or clasp hands with those you're sharing your life with and hear these words of benediction from Kakyoung McNaughton and Yu, lay leader. I am but a drop of water. Alone, I disappear. Dried up by the scorching sun or sucked up by the dry, thirsty earth, but together we can wear out stones, carve out the Grand Canyon, make streams and rivers, and find our way back to the sea. Go in peace, beloveds.